Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here for another day of a Cabinet of Curiosiprompts. I just realized how far out of frame I was, so sorry for that. Random piece of tape in my freaking desk. So, anyways, this is hashtag Curiosiprompts, which is an art challenge hosted by myself, Priscilla here at Release the Craftin, and Tiff at Amethyst Raven 342. All the relevant information will be linked down below. There's a playlist, there's a Pinterest board, there's videos, there's fabulous prizes, which are the friends we make along the way. There's everything. So today is day 4, and the prompt for today is epigram, which is a noun meaning a brief, interesting, memorable, and sometimes surprising or satirical statement. And you guys, this one's had me stumped for longer than I care to admit because I don't know. I don't know words and stuff. I even went to Google and was like, tell me what an epigram is. And I knew because I have the definition right here. But I still let Google tell me. And then they were like, here's a list of different phrases that are considered epigrams. And I was like, are these though? Because sometimes they were brief. Sometimes they were interesting. Sometimes they were memorable. Sometimes even surprising, and occasionally, they were satirical. And I was like, I thought they were supposed to be funny. And turns out, most of them are not that funny. So, I was like really struggling. And then I thought about it, and I had a thunk. I even had a talk where I was like, this might be the direction I'm going to go. I talked with Tiff about it. And then, yeah, I left that being like satisfied in the conversation, but being like, I still don't know if that's what I want to do. So what I thought about was I have this entire book of what might actually be epigrams on their own right, because they are brief, satirical, sometimes interesting and memorable statements. This is the Snarky Text Small Talk from Tim Holtz set, which I have had forever, and if you can see the full pages in here, not so full pages in some of them, I don't use this very often, even though you would think, as a person who likes to laugh and enjoys being a little bit witty, I would, but I don't, because I can't find lots of occasions that call for it. So that's what we're gonna do that today. We're gonna use this today. And what am I gonna do? I don't know. I figured we'd just have like a mixed media play and then see what happens. Yeah? How's that sound? I don't even know what colors I want to use. I'm not prepared for this at all. It looks like Scattered Straw has entered the chat. That's not Scattered Straw, whatever that is. Okay, Scattered Straw and Gathered Twigs have entered the chat. You know what, but let's be crazy and add a blue to this, huh? Just wild and crazy, guys. Do I have another blue in mini? I don't know if I do, and I don't feel like digging. Oh, I'm literally looking at it. I'm looking at it with my eyeballs. The better question is it inked? That is the better question. This is a pack of fake nails. Is it inked? No, it is not. Well, that's a dang shame. Is this inked? No, it is not. So I need to go invest in some re-inkers, apparently, because that's sad. Oh, it's making me a little bit concerned about these two. Oh, thank gosh. Okay. Yes. That's the way. But I think, yes, I want to get crazy with the blue. So everything is in my way. Let me dig in here and find a blue. Do I not just have like a regular blue ink pad? Like a distress ink? I have speckled egg. Alright, then I guess that wins. I need to buy more ink. That is the lesson I have learned right now. Not that I don't have an entire basket full of stamp inks here, and then half a basket full right here. Somehow I need more. Okay, so where do we go first? I'm gonna get a bunch of yellow down. And I'm gonna move it. Get a little bit of water in here. And pick up some color. Thinking Hi, Nika. Hi, baby. I don't know like the best way to arrange this. Like so. And then, quick pause so I can dry this layer. Okay, so we're a little dry. I'm gonna do the blue next because the gathered twigs is quite a bit stronger in tone. So it's gonna like wash some stuff out, right? You know, it's gonna cover up some stuff. Speckled egg. It's been a while since I've used this one. Interesting. Ooh, that was a big old circle. Okay, I like it, I like it. Good, good. And we're using colors that go together, right? We're not gonna make mud because we're using yellow and blue, and yellow and blue make green. Not mud, as opposed to a contrasting color like a yellow and purple. You get like a brown color, which might work to your benefit because we're using a brown too. So like, you know, it just depends, it depends. I'm gonna dry. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this little bit of water. That was probably too much. That big old drop was too much. It's okay. Because I just want to get like a little saturated smudgery in here. I have bigger plans, so don't worry. I say with the confidence that I lack. Just a little bit in here. Okay. And then we dry. This is most of what this process is. Okay, and we're back. And I have a stencil. And before I smoosh it into this and have horrible, disastrous results, I'm just gonna kind of look for any leftover ink. Most of this is probably wax, I feel, but just in case. So, we've knocked some of the yellow back a fair bit, and I want that to be sort of our more prominent color. So I'm going to take my pad and I'm going to run it over here, and hopefully it's got enough juice to work. If not, I'll switch over to an oxide, which is probably what I should do at this point in time anyways. But you only live once. So then we're going to add some water to activate that. And then hopefully there's enough on here. Otherwise, like I said, we'll just switch to an oxide. I'm not too fussed about it. I am fairly fussed about putting my hand directly in this, though. Because I got more videos to make. I can only be so inky. Yeah, so we didn't have enough ink. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. It's goofy, but it's not a big deal. I'm just going to tap off the excess. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're having a play here. I might have had a cup of coffee before I started this too, so like, you know, it's anybody's game. Okay, so wipe this down. Try it again, but this time go get the oxide. If you were yellow, it's amber, lemon, mustard seed. Now we're in green, other direction. Scattered straw. There we go. Okay. Okay, yes, look at that. Pigment. Pigment is happening. Color has gone down. Voila. Water. Tag. One more time. Wacha. Oh, this would be more easier if I had a larger paper towel roll, like a full one. Why do they make paper towel roll holders so, like, the, you know, the center? Why is it so big? I don't understand. Okay, so some kind of pattern has happened. I'll fix it. I don't know why, like, in my brain it's going one way, and in reality it's going a different way. Okay, oxides, oxidize everything. But I'm gonna work with it. I'm not upset about it. This has to go somewhere though. Where is my book paper? Paper? Oh, I still have some of the ones that we did inky from the other video. At least not one knot, right? That didn't do anything. Am I just like misunderstanding what color scattered straw is? Oh, see, as it's like sitting here, it's kind of coming through now. It's working. It's working. Maybe I just didn't push down hard enough. Hold on, my neighbor is smoking and ruining my fresh air. Okay, so we're gonna take our stencil again. I'm gonna take the brush, whatchamacallit, the stencil brush. Oh no, I acted like I couldn't say that. Mouth, get it together. And then, I thought about, you know, I could go fill in the ones that are already here. But that requires like a certain amount of lining up. Well, it's not like it's a super complex pattern. You could line it up, Priscilla, come on. That's close enough. Although, I can see some of the lines are not in the right place. So let me just get this inky for a second. And maybe flipping it this way. And then lining it up. No, because there's still lines missing here. Is it this way? Yes, that's right. Okay. And I'm just gonna, just a little bit, ink some of this up, get more ink on this, also holding it in place. I've realized that doing these tag videos, I have nothing to talk about while doing them, and I don't know why. I mean, stuff is happening, I guess, but it's not like fun chatter stuff, you know? Okay, yes. Yes! I wonder what Nico's doing right now. I feel like she's about to shenanigan. I'm gonna take our speckled egg, hit up these edges. A nice dirty way. Bring in some more of that color. While I think about what our focal point is going to be, because I did not think this far into this process. Okay, like that. Bellissima. Oh, might as well do my mandatory scorched timber border. Or I'm still delaying for time because I don't know what I'm going to do for a focal point. And I guess before we get too far, I will also glue the word to the back. Still delaying for time, because what the heck. What would be interesting here? Like a people? Maybe like a people. I think those little snarky text works best with people. Maybe some stamping in this. Let's see what I got. I got rusty glue. I have that for sure. Yep. Delightful. And let me think. Okay, I came back with some stamps so we can make some marks. And if you were an acrylic block, you would be here. for some reason at the very back of the desk. Okay, so I think I'll use the archival coffee. I'll do some brown splatters. Okay, I don't hate that. That's good. Progress. Just want some splotchy bits. Technical term. See? Okay, like that. And then to bring the stamping up, I'm going to go black next. Although, I also think some text, like script stamp, would look really cool in this too. Do I have one right here? I thought I had my little guy. Oh, I do have my little guy. Okay, so should we find the speckled egg oxide and see if that holds up? I do like this color palette though, like it's kind of nice. The yellow and egg and brown. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, because oxide is wetter, I'm going to dry this down, and then we're going to come stamp in black and stop doing background, start doing foreground stuff. Okay. So, I'm going to dry, I'm going to come back. Okay, so I love it. I like baked that distress oxide in there with my heat tool. Do not breathe in that smoke, guys. It's not good for you. But it like really deepened the color and it came out great. So happy about that. And then we're just gonna add in a couple of these swirkles. And I've been working in threes this whole time, just, you know, because I want to. So I'm going to continue that trend. Throughout. And I like that. And then we're going to need to stamp and get a really good impression, because I found our focal point while I was looking for stuff. It is... Let me show you guys, this tastes so great. I'm so excited. Because I was thinking, like, the color scheme here is giving a little bit spring. You know, it's like the robin's egg, the yellow, the brown. It's like the first beginning spring. And who would enjoy the return of spring the most? That's right, you guys. Mr. Grim Reaper. He sure would enjoy it. I've used the stamp one time, which is a shame, and it was just to test it out. So I am excited to use it properly today. I may have switched too much ink on it right here, but we'll see. I got enough paper to try it more than once if I don't get a good impression. Giving it some even pressure without going crazy. Oh, look at that. That's so good. It was meant to be. He's so cute. I love him. Okay, and then scissors. And we're going to just give him like a little rough cut. I'm not trying to fussy cut this guy to all heck. In fact, leaving a good little border around him will make him look a little more like cartoonish. Although, like, honestly, guys, my urge to fussy cut right up to the line is Oh, it runs deep. I actually really enjoy fussy cutting. I do. It's something I could do all the time. But because of obvious hand-shaped reasons, I have not been fussy cutting that much to preserve the integrity of my hand. Oh, and some of you have been asking, I have been deliberately pushing back getting a surgery on it so I can finish this challenge and do some other things first. So yeah, I am aware that I've been dealing with it for a while. I've been intentionally pushing it back though, so I will get it done and taken care of this year. But I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be like in the midst of physical therapy and unable to use my hand in the capacity in which I want to, because I'm doing challenges and stuff and I'm having a good time. And unfortunately, I planned these challenges before my hand started hurting. You know, I started being like, all right, get this on the calendar. We're going to do this. So, like, you know, I had already put this stuff in stone. So I don't, like, you know, my friends are cool. My friends are cool people. I honestly could have been like, oh, I don't know, I can't do it. Like, I need to push it back. And they would have been like, oh, yeah, no problem. But I wanted to do it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I am the boss of me. So I do the things I want to do, for sure. And only the things I want to do. In fact, I only do the things that I tell myself to do, nothing else. Which, unfortunately, as a person with ADHD, does tend to be occasionally counterintuitive and productive. But, you know, we persevere. Although, not to get into, like, my personal health issues too much, but I'm probably going to need 2 surgeries this year. So that's got me a little bit, like, woo! So, you know, look at that, that's so cute! Oh my god! It's cute aggression. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to yell. And hopefully we need our little epigram. Where's my book? I'm sorry. I buried it under stamps. So we gotta find like a good one for death. Obviously it's gonna have to be black. So let me look and not fuss around on camera. Okay, that took some baffling. What I've just decided is that maybe I don't think some of these are as funny as they think they are. And that's why I never use this. But I did find one that I think works, and it's kind of along the lines of what I was just talking about being in control of my own brain and sometimes that going awry, which is, I was going to do something today, but I haven't finished doing nothing from yesterday, and I feel like this is appropriate. I feel like Death is on a holiday and is intent on doing nothing, despite the fact that he needs to get his job done. Because I feel like we have that in common, in the very least. And then I grabbed this textured cardstock, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but you will, because I was like, I wish more of the yellow was coming through. I'm going to fix that right now. So it's like debossed and embossed on this side, so I'm going to very lightly pick up some color on the pattern here. I don't need that much, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. But we're just going to add some more texture to the paper and to add some visual interest here, although, I mean, that's a whole lot. It does not need to be that much. I'm just looking to, like, you know, mix it up a little bit, and then we'll come back and ink up the edges and do the things, you know, do the raw. That's what I want. Nico, what are you doing? Although, this side does look better. You're right, because it looks like ground now. Alright, rusty glue. I really got to get a new pen for this. It is eventually going to bite me in the ass. Wow. Wow. So this is the part of the program where Nico climbs on all my craft supplies. Even though I was just petting her before I started recording again. I have the hard edge on this side. Hold on. Okay. And then, pardon me. Be like, yeah. But like, better shapes. Yeah. And like this way you can pull some of that, that yellow back up to the forefront. So it's not so lost in the sauce. And then like, you know, a little bit this way. Okay, I really love this adventure time for you, because you're doing the stuff you know you're not supposed to be doing because I'm recording. I swear it's intentional. I swear she only does this because she knows. Because if I wasn't recording, I'd be like, ah, no. You are not allowed up there, and she knows. But she's like, oh, you're recording, so you can't be mean to me. So I will explore everything and take the most convoluted path to go sit on the open chair in the middle of the floor. Little toad. Okay, I do like that. I do like that it breaks it up a little bit. But I do want the edges to match. So, once again, we're coming through with some speckled egg. This will also like help tie this piece into the background. Make it look like it's more part of the whole composition. And then we'll get our oxide on there. Okay, yeah, so now it's all together. And we can glue Death down. I was like, oh, I should prop them up on some like foam tape or something, but then I remembered I don't have foam tape. And I could use like some folded up pieces of paper. Is that ink? It is ink. Ugh. You know, like I use some folded up pieces of paper or like a little bit of cardboard because I have that in abundance, but then I didn't feel like getting up to go get it. And I could use the paper I have right here, but again, I didn't feel like it. So I think I'm channeling unintentionally the vibes of this card. Maybe it's just my vibe right now that's coming through. He's so cute. It's fantastic. It's way down here. So this is very long, but I feel like if I have eyeballed this correctly, it will fit. I'm just gonna plop it in there on the bottom. That being the technical term for when you artfully apply a sticker to paper. Also, I feel like I'm whispering. It just occurred to me that I have not been projecting whatsoever. I would be a disappointment to my drama teacher. Because I have definitely been talking down into my chest and not projecting at all. I apologize. I already know that I am soft-spoken. And then sometimes I'm just like... And that's exactly how I sound. So, let's see. We're in there. And, oh, we're in there. Perfect. I'm going to pull slightly while it's still wet. And see if I can line it up better without shaving off too much. But I was being a little bit precious about the cutting. There we go. And then I'm gonna take a black pen and just outline this. It's not gonna work that great, this pen at least, over the oxide ink, but then I'm just gonna give it like rough scribble vibes. And I should have inked this up before I stuck it down there. That's okay. Because I don't know about you guys, but the little white gap is bothering me. The little white line. I know it's not bothering you guys, it bothers me. This pen's not doing the trick. It's a writing pen, it's not a art journal pen. We're gonna finish this off, and then I'm gonna be done with our epigram and finally be able to move along. There we go. Ah, yes, so satisfying. Goodbye, weird white line. And we'll scribble in some stuff. Just rough it up a little bit. And then I think, you know, little scribbling distortions here. Make some kind of, I don't know, scribble frame. So then, like, now the black looks like it belongs. Because we've incorporated it to the design a little bit. Yes, I like that. I don't want to do too much. I do want to do right here, though. I say as I claim I don't want to do too much, and then I do the most. Okay, done. So, there we have it. An epigram for hashtag Curiosiprompts. You guys come back tomorrow, see what we do for the next one. And then definitely check out Tiff over at AmethystRaven342, see what she's doing today, and check out the playlist and see what everybody else is up to, making all their cool, freaking crafty, cool things and stuff and things. I will catch you guys all tomorrow. If you are participating, don't forget to tag me and then use the hashtag Curiosiprompt so I can see your stuff. I will say, because this happened a couple of times at the last challenge too, if you are on YouTube and you are tagging somebody, make sure that you select their name from the drop down that happens. Otherwise you're just typing in the tag, like the at whoever, and it's not letting them know that you're tagging them. Essentially, you're just sort of tagging to tag, as opposed to notifying the person who's being tagged that they are in your video, which is sort of the point of tagging somebody. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I appreciate your faces. Happy crafting, and until next time, goodbye.